Hello, my name is Ratanond Koonchanok, and I'm a PhD student at Indiana University, Indianapolis. Today I'm presenting a paper, Data Prophecy, exploring the effects of belief elicitation in visual analytics. Visual analytics tools are designed mainly to facilitate exploratory data analysis, where they expose patterns in the data which people can learn and form a model about. These are some examples of analytics tools. But we know users also perform confirmatory analysis with visualization, where they validate existing models by testing the expectations of those models against the data. Existing tools do not provide affordances for confirmatory analysis because there is no way for people to specify their hypotheses prior to looking at the data. Some designers have produced visualization that elicit user beliefs. For example, a New York Times visualization allows users to sketch their belief and compare it with the empirical data. When researchers tested those, they found that people recall data better if they were asked to predict it first, but it's still unclear how to incorporate these affordances into a functional visualization system and blend them with the traditional interactions. We also don't know the larger effect of those interactions on users' cognition beyond datasets that have few data points. To try to explore this design space, we designed a tool called PredictMe, which is an interactive visualization interface that combines exploratory and confirmatory affordances. Similar to existing tools, a user can create new charts on demand, but before seeing the data, the user is given the opportunity to externalize their belief by sketching. The user then clicks See Data to compare it with their sketch. Our tool also allows traditional visualization interactions such as brushing and linking. This interaction works in a variety of charts like scatter plots, bar chart, and line charts, as well as parallel coordinates. Once we build the tool, we want to answer two research questions. First, how well do participants use the belief elicitation feature? And second is, how will the ability to test one's predictions affect their visual analytics process? We recruited 24 participants for a user study and divided them into two groups. One group used the PredictMe tool that I have just shown. The other group used a similar tool that mimics traditional visualization tools without the ability to predict by sketch. The no sketch group would only externalize their beliefs verbally. In both conditions, participants were asked to speak aloud. We also encouraged participants to externalize their beliefs in both conditions, whether by sketch or verbally. We coded participants' interactions and verbalizations and found that participants from the sketch group would be more likely to state their prediction before seeing the data. Those using a traditional interface were more likely to state their prediction after the data are reviewed or would state no prediction at all. PredictMe seems to encourage users to adopt normative analysis practices by positing hypotheses before the data is known. Participants may also be thinking more deeply about the implications of their prior knowledge. Participants also did not seem to mind the extra effort to sketch their prediction. In both conditions, participants often compared their predictions with data. Participants who used the PredictMe interface were more likely to know discrepancies between their beliefs and the data. By contrast, participants with a traditional visualization seem more convinced that their beliefs are accurate. This suggests that participants engage in deeper analysis when given the opportunity to sketch their beliefs. But there are side effects to belief elicitation. Participants who sketched their belief made fewer observations. By observations, we mean discoveries about the data that were not hypothesis directed. This may be because they created fewer visualizations per query and used brushing and linking less often, relative to participants who use a traditional visualization interface. So belief sketching may reduce the breadth of the analysis and tamp down user tendency to explore the data. To summarize, our study shows that a belief elicitation feature can prompt participants to incorporate their working knowledge in their analytics process more frequently. Participants were also more likely to attend to discrepancies between their mental models and the data. However, they were also less likely to engage in interactions associated with exploration and made fewer observations about the data. Even then, giving people the opportunity to predict the data in visualizations seems to prompt more normative analysis practices, and may provide a way to reduce false discoveries in visualizations.